By the way, on your map, the yellow arrow is you, blue arrows will be where you appeared in the area from. That's mostly for dungeons, I think. And the red symbol would be your boat, in case you lose track of it. So let's go talk to the Picto Box guy, so we can begin a cutscene, or not a cutscene, a side quest for later on. Why, young sir, that's a very nice Picto Box you have there. There can be no villains amongst the ranks of Picto Box lovers. Take your time, look around, I implore you. Sure, now he's not a dick. A dick. I was waiting to see if he actually followed me up here, if you could see him following you up here. So the dude's got some pretty interesting things here, some pretty interesting pictographs. Oh, these are some finely snapped pictographs. Ah! But come now, you needn't be so surprised. It's a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. Whoa! Too much information, dude. Take a look at them. And basically, you can check these all these pictographs. What's this one of? Well, those are called choo-choos. They're said to have medicinal properties, and they're the most important resource treasured by sailors the world over. There's an extremely rare one known as the blue choo-choo, which basically there's one for every island, which means 49 of them. I think, yeah, there's a blue choo for every island. This is a pretty nice pictograph. This one is of a tiny rock islet resting out in the sea southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There was a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped his photo without even thinking. That aside, I'm certain this is someone's private cabana. This is an incredible pictograph. I saw the strange platform rising out of the sea, seeming to claw at the sky. Makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such a thing can still remain. Things remain out there in the high seas, lonely on the waves. If only I had the chance, I would go out there and do stuff. That's actually Tingles, I think. This is a pictograph of a place I once visited. Oh, that looks familiar. It's of Outset Island. Blah blah blah. I met a beautiful young lass, although I suppose she's probably not as young as she used to be these days. You're my dad?! Holy shit. What kind of pictograph is this, you ask? One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something out of another world. Yes, my young sir, 'tis none other than a ghost ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the reaches of the sea where the ghost ship faded in and out of sight, and he drew a map of its movements. But it is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling! Truly chilling! It makes for a great ghost story. Now, if one were able to find that map, yeah, you might be able to sneak onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hull. Cool! Sounds like something we'll be doing later on. Not a bad pictograph, That's a statue on one of the Triangle Islands that lies south of here. There are 3 of them. Triangle Islands kind of makes sense. And each one has a little statue like that. This pictograph chills me to the bone. The Forsaken Fortress, the Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northeast of our fair isle, but it's been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? If you value your life, young sir, then at the very least you should stay as far away from that place as possible. So in other words, stay away from the Forsaken Fortress. Now, that's basically the start to a side quest we'll be doing after the second dungeon. After the second dungeon, you have some semblance of free reign. But for now, we might as well make our way to the destination set on our sea charts, which is going to be Dragon Roost Island. However, on the way, we'll be picking something up. So when you're in your boat, you can press the right on the D-pad to pull up the time, and you can press left to take it back in. You can press up to pull up your sea charts. Oh yeah, press Y on the sea chart to view your charts. You can compare them on the left here, like so, with the ones on the right. And this is Tingle's chart, basically showing us the locations of 2 great fairies, which... I may be mistaken, but isn't the one on the bottom on Onset Island? Well, anyway, it also tells us that southwest of here, rather, it's Tingle's Island. Yeah, there's no fighting against them. Yeah, there we go. There is a beetle shop here, if you want to, check that out. But for now, we are off! Oh yeah! Now, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do for these sailing portions, because it is quite obnoxious how, we are going to have to go through these long sailing segments. Oh, here's a mini game on the high seas. Basically, you pass between these, you'll get a rupee. Oh, and while sailing, you can jump with the R button. It's kind of amusing. It's like, yee! However, obviously, with the current path that we have, we're going to intersect that island, which actually is Pawprint Island, or Pawprint Isle. If you keep going with this, you'll actually get larger and larger amount. And let's talk to this guy. Yeah, mighty fine boat you got there, bub. Must be searching for treasure on the seafloor, too, aren't you? Sure, you won't get any from us, bub, not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders around on a fishless sea? I'll tell you who, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. And maybe some other things I've never heard of. Like Octo. You know, oh, that's a monster. With all the weak island dwellers who never leave their shores, I'm amazed to see such a tiny little guy, green guy out here. I like your style, bub. Feel like I've known you my whole life. So as one treasure hunter to another, I'll give you this. I won't take no or nope or nay for an answer, so he gives you your very first treasure chart. So basically you open up treasure charts on your sea chart map, or on your sea chart. He'll tell you how to do this. But you'll need a grappling hook to do treasure hunting. Okay. And as this... not Tingle's chart. Treasure chart 34 is found here on Pawprint Island. You talk to those little fishermen. And that is for... well, I can't match it with the map. But that is for one of the Triangle Islands. Now, since we're going to have to fight the tide, I might as well just go ahead. Cruise. Yes, you hold down R to cruise, which is basically just slow sailing. And let's get going. On Pawprint Islands, there are a total of 2 pieces of heart, 2 hidden holes, and a platform. That out there is a platform. Those platforms will have mostly spoils bag items, along with rupees, supplies, you know, stuff like that. However, right here, we do have a very interesting thingy. It's a hole! So yeah, there are 2 hidden holes here on the Pawprint Isle. Now, there are 2 pieces of heart to get here, and a rupee chest, a purple rupee chest, as in a treasure chest filled with rupees, with a 50 rupee piece. And there are also chew jellies, or choo-choos. And when you kill them, they'll more than likely drop... hold on... red chew jelly! Keep it in your spoils bag. Basically, you can take this to the guy on Windfall, and he'll make a red potion out of it. Oh, they'll usually also drop health. The green ones, however, will drop green chew jelly, which will form green potions that heal magic, and will drop magic more often than health, which we can use magic suddenly before the second dungeon, I think. Before the second dungeon. Giant rock, can't do anything about that. That leads to a joy pendant, actually. There! God, sitting there trying to quick spin. I don't know if it's working. And I believe this is definitely the treasure box with a piece of heart in it, which means we have 2 pieces of heart now. There are 2 pieces of heart to get on the next island, along with the heart container from the boss's dungeon, from the dungeon's boss, rather. There's a bottle to get there, a hidden island, or a hidden hole, rather, 2 sea charts, a beetle shop, and the treasure chart that you use for that island is a rupee chest, which basically has 200 rupees in it, so I'll probably save digging up all the treasures for one video. But that's all we have to do here on the Pawprint Island for now. There shall most certainly be more to do here later on in the game. But for now, it's back to the seas. Now, you'll find some things floating out here. Oh yeah, there's a beetle shop here for the Pawprint Isle too. It's right there. You can only head to your destination. Like, if you tried to head to any of the islands that are, like, you can head to these 3 islands. Well, there's a westerly wind blowing, so it'd take forever to get here by cruising. But, basically, if you, like, try to go up to this island, he'll say, hey, you gotta go right here. And it's gonna be like that for a little while, because, I mean, come on, they can't just let you free roam the entire world right off the bat. There's a lot of dangerous stuff out there. Great, I've gotta pee. And I'm cold! I'm really, really cold. Come on, let's go, let's move it. This is one of those platforms I was talking about. You can clear them out. That is fun. I can't blame Nintendo Capri Sun for loving to knock those guys off the platforms and laughing maniacally anymore. But sometimes you'll get treasure boxes like these. Only once will there ever be a piece of heart in these boxes. Like right now, you get a red rupee. Some of them you'll get like golden feathers, which is another spoils bag item. What the hell are you doing? So you usually get rupees and spoils bag items from the platforms. But the point is, you know, just some random fighting on the high seas, as opposed to the wait, high sea, Capri Sun, and then there's, yeah, high sea. No, Sunny D. What the hell am I? Oh, what am I doing, man? See, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I'm good. I got another half hour, most definitely. Although I would like to get some work done on my hacking. Yeah, I know I completely missed that minigame. I don't care for the minigames on the high seas. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but that should not be happening. And there's a dragon on top of there. That is really cool. Because everyone loves dragons. They're kind of generic, though, for fantasy games. There, on the horizon! That is our destination. It's been on our horizon for a long time, but this is Dragon Roost Island. Home to a heart container, 2 pieces of heart, beetle shop, 2 treasure charts, a big rupee chest, at least 1, and a hidden cavern. Dragon Roost houses Valoo, the spirit of the skies, which is a great dragon who's currently plunging his ass into the volcano. We came here to get Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the winged Rito tribe who inhabit the island on how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. This is the Wind Waker. It's First, conduct in 3/4 time. The trigger. Just try to match the rhythm by tilting the whatever up and down. So basically, the C stick would be your C buttons, like from Ocarina of Time. However, this runs on like a metronome sort of style, so you have to catch the notes in time. Next is 4/4 time. Hold the trigger, the gray trigger to the left to change the rhythm, and then match the to change the rhythm, then match it and tilt the C stick. The 2 songs they are having us play are incredibly similar to 2 songs later on in the game. Like if you press whatever. Oh yeah, yeah, it's called the Wind Waker. There you go. And you can also conduct in 6/4 time by tilting the trigger to the right. You would do well to remember that, considering 2 very important songs are in 6/4 time. This magical stick allows you to borrow the power of the gods. Set it to Y, Z, or X to use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. Conduct with the C stick. And then you can conduct in 3-4, 4-4, and 6-4 time by holding the trigger still, pressing it to the left or to the right, respectively.